Back in my day, when I used to live elsewhere, I would feed this dog that would come by every day and eat any leftovers that we might have had until one day he didn't come and we thought he had gone to another neighborhood, but turns out that we would find out in a community group chat that a dog was put down because he had gone mad and was foaming at the mouth, and it would be the same dog that we would feed every day. My family was really upset about this because they're really close to adopting him, but I was really confused at first because I thought that it wasn't my dog since he was really nice and wouldn't bark at anybody. It was really him. He was just suffering and he was being attacked by something in the inside. An acute viral disease that affects the central nervous system carried by mammals is preventable. In an article by the CDC uploaded in June 24, 2025, it cautions those who partake in any wildlife activities and enjoy the outside to be aware that they are higher risk of getting rabies. In another article by CDC uploaded in September 30, 2025, that 90% of reported cases of rabies are in the wildlife. Somebody who enjoys hunting, camping, and spelunking should be aware of topics like these to stay safe. The first thing to be aware of is what is rabies. The next thing is to identify and know what animals can be rabid and carry rabies. The last thing is to know how rabies is diagnosed in humans and animals. The first thing to know is the characteristics of rabies. It is a viral disease that attacks the central nervous system and then progresses to the brain. It spreads through an infected saliva of an animal throughout a bite and scratch. And in rare cases, if the saliva of an infected animal gets to an open wound, nose, mouth, eyes, it can also be spread that way. Also, in an article published by CDC in June 24, 2025, it mentions how the first symptoms of the disease is that it's more like the flu, and it misdiagnoses those who might have it and end in fatal situations. 90% of deaths caused by rabies is by dog bites or scratches that kill 70,000 people worldwide every year. Next, who is more likely to carry rabies? To be exact, only warm-blooded groups of animals, which are mammals, can carry rabies. Most hosts that are common, according to a CDC post in September 30, 2025, it accorded that the most common animal to have rabies is bats, foxes, raccoons, and mongoose. In another article by the World Health Organization uploaded in June 5, 2024, that bats are more likely to be rabid in areas like Australia, Western Europe, as well as another 150 countries and territories, as well as in Africa and Asia. Lastly, how is rabies diagnosed in humans and animals? First, in humans, it is really unfair, as well as in animals, since there is no tools or methods that are approved to accurately diagnose rabies. And until somebody is dead, can they test their tissue of the brainstem and cerebellum to know if they did have rabies. As well as in animals, it is required to euthanize them if they show any signs of rabies. And a test as well as in the tissue of the brainstem and cerebellum is done to know if it had rabies. Overall, the first thing is to know what is rabies. The next thing is to know what animal is rabid. Lastly, how is rabies diagnosed in animals and humans? Now you can stay safe, keep your family safe as well, and no matter what, I can't bring that dog back. So now I have a fish that is cold-blooded, unlike mammals.